So, this episode of the 7 Deadly Sins, episode 17, I gotta say, first of all, the animation was pretty damn good concerning the fights between Diane and, like, everybody. And then you had Arthur Pendragon against Hendrickson and his boys. The magician hasn't really done... I mean, the fact that the entire army behind the magician was all a fabrication. It was that mage's magic. I was like, what the fuck? An entire army. Just created, snap, poof, an illusion. I'm like, shit. That was fucking impressive. My God, that was impressive. So, Arthur and his accomplice, whoever this person is, he or she, I'm not too sure, pretty damn powerful. And Arthur actually blocked an attack and countered. Hendrick got a cut, like, over his forehead. I'm like, whoa. Alright, Arthur, you ain't bad. And he's like a teenager, too. He looks like he's 15 or 16, whatever. So that kind of surprised me. Now, then you have what's going on with Meliodas, and that was pretty much simple, because they're just... It was weird, because Gother, he manipulated the people. He's able to, like, overwrite their memories temporarily, and that was kind of freaky. But right now, you have Bon and Meliodas on some stealth shit, and they're gonna go over to where to where Hendrickson is. And then you have Gother, he's backpedaling to where Diane is. Because Diane, she's now there because of some weird thing with King. King had some, like, dog that he called. Came out of fucking nowhere. Some human fairy demon mutt. I don't know. It was weird. But basically, this dog can, when it consumes you, it transports you to, like, certain locations. So that, to me, was kind of an aspect. I'm like, really? Huh? So you had some dog that you just whistle, and then, poof, it comes in and it takes you, like, wherever you want to go, if it can fit you in its mouth. That's very convenient. That's awkwardly convenient, and it's just random. Because he just so happened to forget that he had this dog at his disposal. Yeah, no, it's weird. It really is. And then, also, you had the fact that he couldn't push Diane because, oh my God, it's Diane's butt. I can't handle this shit. I'm like, bro, you're like 70 fucking years old. Like, when are you gonna grow up? The fuck can't... No, wait, I'm sorry. He's way older than that. He's like several centuries years old, I believe. What the fuck, man? Like, oh my God, it's Diane. I mean, if I was 700 plus years old, I have a sea of bodies. A sea of bodies, son. The experience game would have been off the fucking charts. But yeah, here's King, and he can't do shit. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Now we get to the main me here, which is Diane. And then I gotta say, Diane versus... It was like... You had Gil Thunder and Hauser do combo attacks. Jericho tried to do some shit. Fail, nah. And Gil Thunder and Hauser showed her how it's done. I'm like, whoa. And that right there is a very important thing, because Jericho was bested fairly easily when Diane was still, trapped. Or semi-trapped. And then, due to the efforts of Gil Thunder and Hauser, she was able to escape, but she was, wounded on several fronts. And I'm not too sure where Jericho lies from a ranking standpoint of the New Age Holy Knights. Like, she may be among the strongest of the New Age Holy Knights, or she could be among the weakest among the new generation. I don't know. Because there's not, like, a ranking. You have your regular Holy Knights. You have your new generation cats that drank the demon blood. And then you have the Great Holy Knights. Clearly, the Great Holy Knights are more powerful than anyone else. But it looks like, based on this episode, the original Holy Knights, like Gil Thunder and Hauser, those original cats that actually train and bust their ass and they attain their skills through these methods, as far as we know at least, they're more powerful than the new generation. That's the way it looks, because Jericho was taken out fairly easily by Diane, who was still trapped. But, I mean, shit. The shockwaves of Gil Thunder's attack alone, my nigga Gil Thunder, had Jericho on end. When Hauser and him combined attacks to make some, like, giant black thunder tornado, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, god damn. And Gila and Jericho straight up bailed. They couldn't even be there anymore. I'm like, fuck, this was good shit. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I like it. My nigga Gil Thunder. Now, Diane encountered, and that was a very impressive encounter, some big giant earth spear. I'm like, fuck. I forgot what it was called, but I was like, damn, impressive. But then, in came the great Holy Knight, Dreyfus, and I'm like, I mean, I can see why Nanatsu no Taizai and Fairy Tail had a fucking collab manga that I heard about. Someone told me, like, yeah, man, Fairy Tail, Nanatsu no Taizai. You gonna read it? I'm like, fuck no, you stupid dog. Drop that shit. But this dude power is like fucking guild arts. My magic break. I'm like, I've seen this somewhere before. I've seen this shit before. So the fact that he could cut Diane's attack in half with ease and just straight up puncture her body several times with various attacks, I'm like, fuck. I mean, I knew that the great holy knights were powerful, and maybe Diane was, well, she was wounded from the attack of Hauser and Gil Thunder, because she was trapped. So who's not to say that she could not break it out? Or who's not to say that she would have been able to dodge the attacks of Dreyfus? But still, whoa. Even if you assume that she could have dodged the attacks if she had been in peak condition, the fact that he could cut her attack with ease in half, I'm like, bro, what the? Goddamn. Nigga powerful. Very powerful. I did not see that coming. At all. And after events unfold, you have this moment where, I mean, it looks like Hauser has a thing for Diane. Alright, he likes big women. You do you. And King has some competition, obviously. But Hauser and Gila, whose little brother, I forgot his name, was saved by Diane from the falling building because of Hellbrand's powers, who didn't give a fuck about what was happening. He didn't care at all. And the fact that she saved his little brother, oh yeah, she turned tables immediately. And Hauser, I love Diane, fuck it, turn tables. That's it. So this is, you know, that's also surprising as well. I'm not too sure if Gila and Hauser are gonna join. Like, they're not gonna go to like the Boar's Hat and like chill with them now, are they? I don't think so. But at the same time, we're also, I mean, now that they betrayed the Holy Knights, where are they gonna go? I'm not too sure. I mean, maybe they'll be in prison after they fight. Maybe Diane's gonna run away. And then Gila and Hauser are gonna take on Gil Thunder and Dreyfus and Hellbrand and Jericho. They're gonna lose, obviously, and they may be captured and put in prison. I'm not too sure about that either, but that's my speculation right there. And overall, the pacing was fairly well paced. They did focus mainly on the stuff involving Diane and Dreyfus and, you know, that party versus, which is nice. I really wanted more with Meliodas and Ban, aside from their stealth stuff, but I mean, it is what it is because Diane, she just hopped there and they had to focus on her. Though again, in my personal opinion, it was a little bit too convenient, and it was very awkward to see the fact that he had some hidden fairy dog that could just teleport motherfuckers and Nah, I'm not a fan of that at all. And when it comes to the animation, again, it was very good. There was one scene where I felt like it was actually pretty, because it was after she gets punctured for the first time by Dreyfus, the animation quality dips for like a few minutes, or like a few, I'll say a minute, not a few, but I'll say a minute. And he's doing all these cool attacks, but the quality isn't as sharp. It's still dynamic, but it's not as sharp as it was a minute ago before she was punctured, when they did their combo attack, Gil Thunder and Hauser. So that's it, really. Now, to wrap it all up, I believe at this point in time that because you had someone like Dreyfus able to counter Diane in such a fashion that he's probably able to actually beat Meliodas as well. And I'm not too sure where he lies from a power standpoint, because he doesn't have his sacred treasure. He has a sword that was given to him by Liz. And Dreyfus did it in the past, mentioned that he was fairly, he was fairly worried about Meliodas, specifically among the 7 deadly sins, because he knew his history, how he like destroyed an entire kingdom in like one go, and his wrath erupted, that kind of shit. But at this point in time, I gotta say that Dreyfus is probably stronger than Meliodas. That's my personal opinion. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna say that that's a full-on case, because we have yet to see the true power of Meliodas with the sacred treasure. Oh yeah, and from a character standpoint, I guess we can talk about Diane for like a minute. Oh no, well, no, because basically Diane, she's just kind of realizing that when it comes to Meliodas, she's never gonna get the love that she wants from him. I think she is realizing that now, because he had that face on where he was genuinely angry and frustrated. And he immediately went to the country, the kingdom of Lyonese, in order to save Elizabeth. Now, she assumes that, or through King's talking, she comes to the conclusion that he would do the same thing for her. But that rage, that emotion that he had, she believes would not come out of Meliodas for her sake. So, and obviously the ties to being the final piece to resurrect the Demon Clan is a huge thing. Is she aware of that? She is, but at the same time she's not. Hawk and Elizabeth, they escaped because he had to get damn shit. He break through a fucking steel door, fucking did some ham attacks on some dudes, whatever, random. So I'd say I'm done. The episode rating overall, I'm gonna give it a great. I did like it a lot, and I will see you guys later. So rate the video, not that hard. It's click, dislike, like, I don't really care. Just fucking click. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice one. Yeah.